welcome to Learning with Dr. Shivangi. Today's topic is Determinants of Personality. As in the previous videos, we already started the playlist for the subject Consumer Behavior and also discusses various topics related to it like meaning and concept of consumer behavior, importance of consumer behavior, models of consumer behavior and so on. So in today's video we'll discuss about the determinants of personality. You can also watch other videos, links are provided in the description box. So before I started the video, I want to say you that if you like my video, please like and share this video and don't forget to subscribe my channel which is Learning with Dr. Shivangi. Now coming to the main topic which is determinants of personality. Firstly, we have to understand about the meaning of personality. It is the different features or characteristics of a person which influences the external environment of the person or other persons also. So what are the different determinants we'll discuss here. Personality denotes psychological characteristics of a person that influence his behavior towards goal achievement. What a person shows to the external environment, external persons, is known as personality of a person. It is sum total of ways in which an individual interacts with others. It is very important to know various factors that are responsible for modification and development of a given personality. So with the help of personality, any individual interacts with the other individual persons. The relationship between supervisor and employees is reflected in their personality. Managers can deal more effectively with subordinates and employees if they understand how an individual's personality develops. Personality is composed of several characteristics which are comparatively permanent and influence human behavior. Personality is influenced by several factors such as family characteristics, learning, social influences, psychological features and so on. So there are different factors which affects the personality of a particular individual persons which he shows to the external environment. These characteristics can be classified into four broad categories. First one is biological factors, second is family and social factors, third is cultural factors and the last is situational factors. So these all factors influences the personality of any individual person and that affects also these factors by the personalities. Now we are discussing here each of the factor one by one in detail. So first one is the biological factors. The study of biological contribution to personality can be divided into three major categories: heredity, brain and physical features. So biological contribution is also very important for the preparation of the personality of an individual. So what is heredity, brain and physical features we'll discuss in the upcoming slides. First one is heredity. Heredity is transmission of qualities from parents to children, a mechanism lying primarily in the chromosomes of germ cells. An individual's personality is a molecular structure of a genes located in the chromosomes. Physical stature, facial attractiveness, temperament, muscle composition are examples of heredity factors that are generally inherited from one's parents. Heredity plays an important part determining individual behavior. So heredity is very important for making the personality of any individual because it comes from parents like temperament, physical structure, facial attractiveness and so on. The second biological factor is brain. It is another biological factor which influences personality. Psychologists and physiologists have studied the structure of human brain into two parts: the left hemisphere, which lies in the right side of the body, and the right hemisphere, which lies in the left side of the body. Depending on the structure of the brain, an individual personality develops. So the parts of the brain also influences the personality of an individual, which describes as follows. From the left hemisphere, speech, verbal, logical, mathematical, linear, detail, sequential, controlled, intellectual, dominant, worldly, active, analytical nature, reading, writing and naming, sequential ordering, perception of significant order, complex motor sequences, qualities of an individual uh, influences, where from the right hemisphere, spatial, musical, holistic, artistic, symbolic, simultaneous, emotional, intuitive, creative, minor, spiritual, receptive, synthetic, gestalt oriented, facial recognition, simultaneous comprehension, perception of abstract patterns, and recognition of complex figures are influenced by the right hemisphere of the person. So, now coming to the next part of biological factors, which are physical features. An individual's external appearance also has a tremendous effect on personality. A person's physical features have some influence on his personality. Some people give relatively higher weightage to the physical features of an individual while defining his personality. So some person has physical appearance like such that their personality is influencing others positively, but some others have negatively affected other persons. So these are the biological factors. Now coming to the second factors, which are family and social factors. One of the very important determinants of personality of a person is immediate family. The development of the individual proceeds under the influence of many socializing forces and agencies, from nuclear families to more distant or global groups. Family and social groups have the most significant impact on personality development. These groups have their impact through socialization and identification processes. So family and nearby friends also influences the personalities of the person, because they directly connected with that particular person. The nature of such influence will depend upon the following factors, like socio-economic level of the family, family size, birth order, race, religion, parents' educational level, geographic location also. The socialization and identification process is influenced by home environment, family members, and social factors also. So there are so many factors like size, order, religion, which are the family factors, also influences the personality of the individual. The next factor is uh, the first factor under family and social influences is home environment. The total home environment is critical factor in personality development. For example, children with marketed institutional upbringing of a children in cold, unstimulating home have much greater potential to be emotionally maladjusted than children raised by parents in a warm, living and stimulating environment. So the environment is also influence the personality of the person. The second factor in the social condition is family members. Parents and other family members have strong influence on personality developments as compared to other members of the family. So they have the great impact on the on developing the personality of the person in the family. The next factor in the social and family factors is social factors. The development of individual's personality is also influenced by social factors. Uh, the infant acquires those behavior patterns that are customary and acceptable to the standards of the community where the family lives. So a person or a child develops all the factors which he or she watches in the family members of the of their of his or her family. The next factor which influences the personality is cultural factors. Culture is an underlying determinant of human decision making. Each culture develops his behavior, modifies him to behave in a certified way that is acceptable to the group. Culture is a complex of beliefs, values, and techniques for dealing with the environment, which are shared among contemporaries and transmitted by one generation to the next. So, culture of the particular family also develops and given to the change to the next generation, which also influences the personality of the person, because it includes the beliefs, values, techniques dealing with the environment. Culture requires both conformity and acceptance from its members. The cultural group defines the range of experiences and situations a person has faced in his life, and values and personality characteristics, and can be reinforced and learned. In spite of the importance of the culture on personality, researchers are unable to establish a linear relationship between their concepts, personality, and culture. So cultural factors also influences the personality of the person because it involves different features, different experience to dealing with the environment or surroundings. The last factor influencing the personality of the person is situational factors. Apart from biological, sociological, cultural factors, situational factors also determine personality development. The effect of the environment is very strong. It exercises constraints or provides push to the person. In certain circumstances, the actions of the individuals are determined by the kind of situation they are placed in. They can be acquired through their own personal experiences or interaction with the environment. An individual goes through different types of experiences and events in his life that can serve an importance of personality. So situational factors also influences the personality of the person, depend on the different experiences which he share with timely to the other persons also. So these are the factors which influences the personality or determinants of personality. I again summarizes all the points so that you can easily understand about the topic. So what are the determinants of personality? There are four determinants of personality, which are biological factors, family and social factors, cultural factors and situational factors. Whereas biological factors includes different factors like heredity, brain, physical features of the person, which are the inbuilt characteristics or genetic characteristics of the person, which he got from his their parents. Whereas the social factors, family and social factors includes different features like socio-economic level of the family, family size, birth order, race, religion, parents education level, geographic location, which influences or form the person's personality. It has main factors like home environment, which he sees, which he directly influence with these environments. And the second is family members of the particular person's family, and the social factors also, which influences the individual's personality. The next is cultural factors. It includes different types of values, beliefs and techniques dealing with the environment. So it also influences the or make the personality of the individual person. The last is situational factors, which he experiences with time. It also influences the or make the personality of the person. So these are the different determinants of personality. If you have any query about this topic, or if you want to know about any other topic related to research methodology, business management, consumer behavior, you can ask me through comment box. If you like my video, please like and share this video, and don't forget to subscribe my channel, which is Learning with Dr. Shivangi. We'll meet in the next video with new topic. Thank you everyone.